Welcome, friend, to Dream Bites, a podcast where the magic of storytelling meets the power of imagination. Each episode is a warm invitation to explore a world unlike any other, carefully crafted to transport you to new realms of wonder. So, find a cozy spot, settle in, and let the friendly voice of our narrator be your guide on this exciting adventure. And now, dear listener, it's time to embark on today's delightful story.
The Dreamcatcher. Chapter 1. The Mysterious Power. Lily was an ordinary girl with an extraordinary secret. By day, she laughed and played with her best friend Max, like any other child. But when night fell and dreams began, Lily discovered a wondrous power that set her apart. One night, as Lily slept, a peculiar light danced into her room, casting playful shadows on the walls. It twirled and swayed, beckoning her to follow. Curiosity piqued, Lily rose from her bed and trailed after the mysterious glow. In an instant, the world around her transformed. Vibrant colours swirled like paint on an artist's canvas, and the air hummed with a magical energy that made Lily's skin tingle. She took a step forward, her bare feet sinking into a ground that felt as soft and springy as a giant marshmallow. A gentle breeze carrying the sweet scent of cotton candy tickled Lily's nose, making her giggle with delight. This place was like nothing she had ever experienced, a realm where dreams came alive. As Lily explored this enchanting world, a familiar voice cried out in the distance, "Help! Someone please help me!" Lily's heart raced as she recognized the desperate plea of her best friend Max. Lily dashed toward the sound, her laughter from moments ago replaced by determination. She soon found Max ensnared in a swirling vortex of darkness, his face ashen and his eyes wide with terror. "Max!" Lily shouted, her voice cutting through the whirling winds. "I'm here! Grab my hand!" Lily stretched her arm into the vortex, straining against the pull of the nightmare. Max reached out, his fingers brushing against hers. With a burst of strength, Lily clasped Max's hand and heaved him out of the dark maelstrom, pulling him to safety. "Lily, thank you," Max gasped, his voice trembling as he clung to his friend. "I was so scared. It was a horrible nightmare." Lily hugged Max tightly, soothing his fears as realization dawned on her. Somehow, in this magical place, she had the power to enter dreams and make a difference. She could fight the monsters that haunted sleep and protect those she loved. As the two friends marveled at the wonders around them, Lily knew that this was only the beginning of an incredible journey. With her newfound gift, she would become a beacon of hope in the night, chasing away the darkness and bringing comfort to troubled dreamers. In this whimsical world, Lily had discovered her true calling. She was the dream catcher, and she would weave her magic to make the realm of dreams a safer, happier place for all. Chapter 2. Whispers of a Nightmare. Lily's heart fluttered with excitement as she ventured into the dream world night after night, helping her friends escape their troubling nightmares. Each time she stepped into this magical realm, it felt like diving into a painting, with vibrant colours swirling around her and fantastical landscapes stretching as far as the eye could see. One particularly starry night, as Lily wandered through a field of shimmering flowers that chimed like tiny bells, she heard a faint whisper carried on the cotton candy-scented breeze. "Beware the nightmare creature," it said, sending a tiny shiver tingling down her spine. Curious, Lily leaned closer to the flowers, their petals brushing softly against her cheek. "What is this nightmare creature?" she asked. The flowers swayed, their ringing intensifying as if sharing a secret. "It's a being that hides in the darkest parts of the dream world," they replied. "It makes scary nightmares even scarier." Lily's eyes widened, but she felt a flicker of bravery ignite in her heart. She knew she had to protect her enchanted realm and her friends from this creature. With a determined nod, she set out to investigate, her bare feet sinking into the marshmallow soft ground with each step. As she journeyed deeper into the dream world, Lily discovered a wise old tree, its branches creaking as it chuckled in the breeze. "Ah, young dream walker," it said, its voice warm like a cozy blanket. "I see you've heard about the nightmare creature." Lily smiled up at the tree. "Yes, and I want to stop it from scaring my friends," she replied. The tree's leaves rustled as if patting Lily on the head. Your courage shines brighter than the stars, little one. But remember, you have the power of friendship on your side. Together you can face any challenge. Lily's smile widened, the tree's words filling her with strength. She knew it was right. With her friends by her side, both from the real world and the dream world, anything was possible. As the whispers of the nightmare creature tickled her ears, Lily continued her quest, her heart filled with a mix of excitement and determination. She would need all her bravery and the magic of empathy to protect the dreams of those she loved. But Lily wasn't afraid. After all, she was the dream catcher, and chasing away the darkness was what she did best. With a spring in her step and a twinkle in her eye, Lily ventured onward, ready to weave her magic and bring joy to the realm of dreams once more. Chapter 3. The Gathering Storm. Lily stood at the edge of a shimmering lake, its crystal-clear waters reflecting the vibrant colours of the dream world like a kaleidoscope. The air was filled with the gentle tinkling of chimes and the sweet aroma of honeysuckle. Around her, her friends gathered, their faces a mix of excitement and apprehension. "What's the plan, Lily?" Max asked, his voice steady despite the growing tension in the air. He reached out and gave her hand a reassuring squeeze. Lily took a deep breath, her gaze sweeping over the group. "We need to find out more about the nightmare monster," she said, her voice filled with determination. "Where it comes from, what it wants, and how we can stop it." The wise old tree rustled its leaves, drawing their attention. It chuckled warmly, its branches creaking like a cozy rocking chair. "The nightmare monster is born from the fears that dwell in every heart," it said, its voice deep and resonant. "It grows stronger with each dream it devours." Lily nodded, her mind racing. She turned to her dream world friends, Flicker, the playful fairy with iridescent wings, Sir Braveheart, the noble knight with a heart of gold, and Whisper, the clever fox with a mischievous grin. "Do you know anything else about the monster?" she asked. Flicker fluttered her wings, leaving a trail of sparkles in her wake. "I've heard whispers that the monster is connected to the very essence of fear itself," she said, her voice tinged with concern. "To defeat it, you may have to confront your own deepest fears, Lily." Lily felt a flicker of doubt in her heart, but she quickly pushed it aside. She knew that with her friends by her side, she could face anything. As if sensing her determination, Max placed a hand on her shoulder. "You're not alone, Lily," he said, smiling. "We're all here with you, and together we can face anything." Lily looked around at her friends, their faces shining with support and encouragement. She felt her own courage growing, pushing back against the doubt. "Let's do this," she said, her voice ringing with resolve. "We'll face this nightmare monster together and protect the dream world." As they set off on their journey, the sky above them began to darken, and a chilling wind whispered through the trees. The gathering storm was a sign of the challenges to come, but Lily knew that with her friends by her side, she could weather any tempest. Sir Braveheart drew his sword, its polished blade glinting in the fading light. "Fear not, my lady," he said, his voice filled with confidence, for in the face of courage even the darkest of storms must yield. Lily smiled, her heart swelling with gratitude for her loyal companions. With each step, she felt her own fears rising to the surface. The fear of failure, of not being strong enough, of letting her friends down. But she pushed forward, remembering the power of collaboration and the importance of facing her fears head-on. As they ventured deeper into the dream world, Whisper's keen nose twitched, catching a scent on the breeze. "The nightmare monster is close," he said, his eyes narrowing. "But so is something else, something that smells like hope." Lily's eyes widened, her heart skipping a beat. Perhaps there was a clue hidden somewhere in this enchanted realm, a key to unravelling the mystery of the nightmare monster and saving the dream world. The dream world depended on her, and Lily was determined to be the hero it needed. As the storm clouds gathered overhead, she held her head high, ready to face whatever lay ahead. With a twinkle in her eye and a spring in her step, Lily led her friends onward, their laughter and chatter a beacon of light in the gathering darkness. Chapter 4. Into the Nightmare. Lily and her friends stood at the entrance of a shadowy cave, its dark depth seeming to beckon them forward. A cool breeze carrying the faint scent of lavender wafted from the opening, making Lily's skin tingle with anticipation. "Are you ready?" Max asked, his voice steady despite the nervousness flickering in his eyes. Lily nodded, taking a deep breath. "Let's do this," she said, mustering her courage. "Together." With Max and her dream world friends by her side, Lily stepped into the cave. The soft, spongy ground seemed to pulse beneath their feet, as if the cave itself were alive. Glowing mushrooms lined the walls, casting a gentle, ethereal light that guided their way. As they ventured deeper, the air grew cooler, and a faint whisper echoed through the winding passages. Lily's heart fluttered, but she pressed on, knowing that the nightmare monster was waiting for them. Suddenly, a deep, rumbling growl filled the cave, making the walls tremble. Lily's breath caught in her throat as a pair of glowing eyes emerged from the shadows. "The nightmare monster," Flicker whispered, her wings quivering. The creature stepped forward, its form shifting like mist. It was as if the monster was woven from the very fabric of fear itself, its edges blurring and changing with each passing moment. "Lily," it whispered, its voice like a cold breeze on the back of her neck. "I've been waiting for you." Lily's eyes widened as the monster began to change once more, taking on a shape that seemed all too familiar. It was her own deepest fear, the doubt that whispered in her mind when she was alone. "You're not strong enough," the monster said, its voice now echoing her own thoughts. "You'll let everyone down." Lily felt her courage waver, the weight of her own fears pressing down on her. But then she felt a warmth surround her, the comforting presence of her friends. "Don't listen to it, Lily," Max said, his hand finding hers in the dim light. "You are strong, and we believe in you." Lily looked around at her friends, their faces shining with encouragement and love. She felt their strength flowing into her, pushing back against the doubt. With a deep breath, Lily faced the monster, her heart filled with the power of their friendship. "You're wrong," she said, her voice clear and strong. "I am brave, and with my friends I can face anything." As Lily spoke, a warm golden light began to glow around her, filling the cave with its radiance. The monster shrank back, its form beginning to fade in the face of Lily's unwavering courage. Lily reached out, and the light surged forward, enveloping the monster in its warmth. The creature let out a soft sigh, as if finally finding peace, before disappearing entirely. As the light faded, Lily turned to her friends, a smile spreading across her face. They had faced her deepest fear together and emerged stronger, their bond unbreakable. "Thank you," Lily said, her heart overflowing with gratitude. "I couldn't have done it without you." Max grinned, pulling her into a hug. "That's what friends are for," he said, his voice filled with warmth. As they made their way out of the cave, Lily knew that no matter what challenges lay ahead, she would always have the strength of their friendship to guide her. With her friends by her side, she could be the hero the dream world needed, chasing away the darkness and bringing joy to the realm of dreams. Hand in hand, they stepped out into the enchanted landscape, ready for the next adventure. The dream world was safe once more, watched over by Lily, the brave and kind dream catcher. Chapter 5. The Dream Catcher. The dream world burst into a dazzling symphony of light and colour as Lily emerged from the shadowy cave. Iridescent bubbles floated through the air, each one carrying a joyful memory from the dreams Lily had protected. The sky above shimmered with hues of lavender and gold, as if celebrating the triumph of courage over fear. Lily couldn't help but smile as she took in the wondrous scene before her. The once dark corners of the dream world now glowed with a warm, inviting light, and the air was filled with the laughter and chatter of her friends. "Lily! Lily!" they cheered, their voices rising in a chorus of delight. "Our hero! The dream catcher!" Lily felt a blush creep into her cheeks as she stood before the adoring crowd. Max grinned at her side, his eyes sparkling with pride. "You did it, Lily," he said, giving her hand a squeeze. "You saved the dream world." Flicker zipped through the air, leaving a trail of glittering pixie dust in her wake. "And you faced your own fears too," she said, her voice filled with admiration. "That's the true mark of a hero." Lily's heart swelled with emotion as she looked around at the faces of her friends, both from the real world and the dream world. They had stood by her side through every challenge, believing in her even when she doubted herself. "I couldn't have done it without all of you," she said, her voice trembling slightly. Your friendship gave me the strength to keep going, even when things got tough. Sir Braveheart stepped forward, his armour gleaming in the gentle light. He bowed deeply before Lily, his voice filled with respect. "It has been an honour fighting alongside you, my lady," he said. "Your courage and kindness are an inspiration to us all." As the celebration continued, the wise old tree beckoned Lily closer, its branches swaying gently in the breeze. "Remember, Lily," it said, its voice warm and resonant. "The power to make a difference lies within you. Your ability to enter dreams is just the beginning." Lily nodded, a sense of purpose filling her heart. She knew that this was just the start of her journey as the dream catcher. There would be more nightmares to conquer, more fears to face, but she also knew that her adventures in the dream world had changed her in her waking life too. She felt braver, more confident, and ready to take on any challenge that came her way. As the dream world began to fade around her, Lily closed her eyes, savouring the warmth and love that surrounded her. When she opened them again, she was back in her own bed, the first rays of morning sunlight filtering through her window. Lily smiled, her heart full of joy and determination. She was ready for whatever the future held, both in the world of dreams and the world of the waking, for she was Lily, the dream catcher, and she knew that with courage, kindness, and the power of friendship, anything was possible. And so, as Lily stepped out into the bright, shining day, she held her head high, ready to embrace all the adventures that lay ahead. The dream world was safe, and a new chapter was just beginning, a chapter filled with magic, laughter, and the unbreakable bonds of friendship. The end.
And there you have it, dear listener. Another enchanting journey brought to life by the magic of storytelling. We hope that this tale has sparked your imagination and left you with a sense of wonder. As we close this chapter, remember that there's always another story waiting to be discovered. So keep your sense of curiosity alive and join us again for the next episode of Dream Bites. Until then, may your own adventures be filled with the same excitement and delight as the ones we've shared here. And always remember, the power of imagination knows no bounds. Thank you for being a part of the Dream Bites story. See you next time.
Close your eyes, let your mind ignite. A universe of stories shine.